Jazz lineups are presented by Zions Bank. At Zions Bank, we haven't forgotten who keeps us in business with a visiting Snow Rudy Gay tonight. And we know all about Pops and the relationship with Quinn Snyder. This should be a good one.
It really should. And you just don't think a Popovich-coached team.
Eagles, who can shoot that three, gets it back from Gobert, drives against Bertans. They practice this in the walkthrough. They wanted it.
I mean, he just makes all sorts of good things happen for everybody.
Coming off a career night against Phoenix on Wednesday with 11 assists.
Going that long, but that would be about 2.5+ seasons. Almost seems fitting that he should be number one.
Hurdle, down low of Michigan State. Donovan uses that screen, shots away and good. The Jazz hot to 7 apiece. Jazz shooting 43%. And the Spurs at 60, knocking down 3 of the first 5. DeRozan off the floor to hit the jumper.
Beautifully, but he's out with a heel problem, so they're filling in with Forbes. They're filling in by committee.
Undrafted, mind you, Forbes. Nice pass. Hurdle out behind the three-point line. Patient, DeRozan to Forbes.
And his brother is thrilled to be in Toronto and to be on a contender again.
I bet he is, as Crowder checks in the 3.
Those 4 guys, terrific ball players, obviously.
Kyle Korver on the court, more ball pressure out on that perimeter. There's a lob and it drops.
And Rudy, not a natural basketball player from his youth, right? He's late to the game. And of course,
Rubio dances inside, right to left. Cutter, Crowder.
Bounce pass.
He's got Rudy, reverse it, up and in. We got to play on.
And remember, he's got 1 T already. Got to be careful.
DeRozan on a lob up top. Donovan slides inside, throws it out. O'Neal to Crowder. Kyle Korver, catch and shoot. He's going to
give it up and give it to Korver in the corner.
Korver knocks down his first 3, 40% from downtown. Bellinelli off balance. Korver gave it. Mitchell's been held to just 2 shots here early. There's that floater. Loves that knuckleball. Catches a rim and in. Loves how he was able to get the vacuum there.
Yep.
Rubio, about a 17-footer straight away.
Great San Antonio, Craig. Bertans is great. He's the #1 catch-and-shoot 3 guy in the whole league.
Ricky.
It's that actual second that it would take to get it to the other hand and then back to the right hand. He saves that extra tick.
Bertans out of Latvia. Ricky inside, nice feed. The 2-hand dunk. Fake.
Only 9 of those 25 against teams with winning records. The Jazz really hold the cards in their
Hall of Famer Karl Malone.
Yeah.
Couldn't say Malone and Stockton without the 2 together. Blocked. Bertans from behind got a piece of that shot by Faves. Transition, and the bucket falls for
bucket so far.
Flies it over the top. Here comes Neto. Rushes inside. Leaves it for Rudy. I thought he'd take it up too long.
Remember how long the Jazz did and survived with point guards that were injured. Rubio, Neto, Exum were all out at one time.
Comes Donovan. Spurs are scoreless 6 of their last 7 possessions. Rudy off a tramp.
I think he did.
Picked up by Neto. Back to Mitchell. Just past the 7-minute mark here in the first half. Donovan stopped Pop J. Got it. Looking at the box score, they did not give him an assist.
Yeah.
In fact, they gave him a shot taken. Forbes on a push, got the bucket.
Once again in the playoff mix.
DeRozan back to Forbes, shot clock under 4. Quick shot, up good, drained it.
He's at 15%. It's almost like a part of his game is just evaporated.
Jump shot, caught the rim.
His early soccer days, got really strong footwork and ankles.
O'Neal loves that spot.
Wow.
Second 3. Aldridge. DeRozan, left hand. He'll stop and pop the jumpers away. Down the barrel.
They're spacing through the individual one-on-one play of Aldridge and DeRozan.
Another 3.
It's a tough stretch for San Antonio, right? Their 4th game in a row on the road. They've lost the previous 3.
Tap once and twice. I thought he was behind the 3. They gave him 2 shots, not the 3.
Rudy scores. Pretty much 2 All-Stars right now. This is new territory for the Spurs, who embark upon life without Tim Duncan. Last year held them hostage and forced them to trade. Yet they still find themselves in the playoffs, but it is not probably as easy as...
Ricky goes to his left, gives it to Gobert on the roll inside. Back out, look at the blender. Rubio, 3, up, bang!
Great ball movement.
On a feed down low, ball tapped out.
Definitely an adjustment by the Spurs.
DeRozan
And
runs
so-
home too.
Yeah, I'm referring it over and knock that ball free. That's why they got the layup.
62-52 over the shoulder pass. Rubio.
Played well against the Spurs. Sometimes it just shows itself. I know the way they're going to defend me, and he had the confidence coming in.
4-point win, but Jakob played well with 20. Donovan slips and slides inside. The block shot.
Gobert lives around the rim.
Donovan took his toe back.
Shot. Came from a long ways away to bother it.
Here's Rubio in the paint. Stop, pop, and the kiss.
You can stay, but those guys are going to get the majority of the minutes. And Parker said, no, I'm going. But you miss a point guard.
Jazz trail by 1 after the first quarter, up 14 at the break. Largest lead in this quarter, 17. Tough shot. Patty Mills.
14. This is probably far from over.
Donovan, baselines. Little slip pass inside. And DeRozan. O'Neal, a good wing defender, but DeRozan. Nice job, O'Neal. Put up a hand, a tap for 2, and Aldridge sneaks.
And he's almost averaged 6 offensive rebounds a game the last 5. It's a part of his scoring flurry.
Oh, Rudy! I tell you, I got to see that again.
Surprised if Aldridge's next jumper doesn't go down.
Korver drives in,
Wow.
scores it. Used 3, but he made a quick turn on the corner and drove it home.
Yeah, and it was the finish at the rim with Aldridge there.
Big 3.
They're going for one good one.
Mitchell drives on Gasol, try to hammer it home, caught the rim, and
He's a shooter. High screen and roll. You got to step up.
slip pass, Gasol. Jumper, good. How many times? Slip pass to Powell, back out to Mills. The Jazz stay on him. Gasol, the long J for 2. Was able to break that pressure, got the pass inside on a kick out 3. Crowder up and got it.
Boy, he was buckets. You could blow this thing open.
The other part of Ricky's game tonight, not a turnover in 23 minutes. Foul, ink inside of Ricky. Tough shot, falling away, and he draws a foul. Cunningham will
Example that the Jazz will play right after the break. They play 19 more games against winning teams.
Ingles, 3, down it goes. Out after that big 3-point shot. Here's Donovan searching inside, goes back out. Race for 3.
What a game. What a game he's playing.
Great D by Donovan. Starts a break, he gets the ball back, slides it out. Korver 3.
Bowler, but Patty Mills has been a scorer and had a scorer's mindset from his youth to college to the Australian national team.
Nearly halfway through the 4th quarter. DeRozan inside Aldridge, ball batted down, picked up, scored it. And DeRozan
Stays at 13.
Patty Mills with 11. Joe for 3. Got it.
That's what you call
Right
up.
there, big man, Mark Eaton.
How many? 77 straight games.
Mitchell, the crowd wanted, I think, a high.
As the schedule balances out, you now find yourself in the 6th spot. And as we talked about, any head-to-head game.
Agreed.
Well, I guess we shouldn't count this one done yet.
Oh, absolutely.
13.
Not against San Antonio.
But that'll help.
That does.
Markelle Fultz already traded after being the #1 pick. Lonzo Ball.
Rudy,
Jump hook of the year.
they give him a block shot. That's Utah's first block of the night.
Gobert was a +15. Rudy wins the battle. The Jazz are going to win the ball game. And I think a really just satisfying win for the Jazz. The point total of the 3 losses coming in.
131.7. They've had struggles with D. George Niang just 4 of his last 6.
Good D by Cephalosha.
Chabo denies. Here's the rookie from Duke, Grayson Allen.
It used to be their come together trip, right? Every year the Spurs would go on this trip. It was usually a 9 or 10 game, but
Mike, if you're a Jazz fan, the most important fact is the tiebreaker belongs to the Utah Jazz 2-1.
no question about it. They win the season series, a very warm embrace.